Meta's pivot from their original idea was sort of like framed in this very like altruistic way. Like, we're going to create an LLM. It's going to be completely open source. This is sort of like, you know, idealistic anarchist type approach to development.
It was more, so the theory, but it wasn't altruistic. They sold it that way.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's how they sold it.
Right. So the reason they did that is because they wanted other people to use their models so that people would stack and that they would own the tech. And while they continued. Now, what they've decided to do is they're explicitly pivoting away from open source, specifically into a money-making AI model. Zuckerberg, quote, months into building the priciest teams in technology history, is getting personally involved and pivoting the company's focus to an AI model it can make money off of. One new model, codenamed Avocado, is expected to debut next spring, will be launched as a closed model, one that will be tightly controlled and that Meta will sell access to. The move, which aligns with rivals Google and OpenAI do with their models, would mark the biggest departure from the open source strategy that Meta has now touted for years, dramatically shifted earlier this year after the company released Llama 4, an open source model that disappointed Silicon Valley and Zuckerberg. So what that means is that he's basically going in the same direction as everybody else, as Google, as OpenAI, and abandoning even the pretense of open source. We just want to highlight this because the industry is still moving all in a completely profit-driven direction.
Exactly like he said, though, who really cares? Because it's the exact same thing that ChatGPT does. It's the exact same thing that Gemini does. This is not surprising. It's the same thing that Grok does, right? Where it's all gated to get the best model. Yes, you get a few uses a day, but then after a certain amount of usage, well, now you have to pay us money. The other thing too about it is until it actually releases this Avocado model or whatever, they're not even relevant. Like, if you're looking at the top models, they're getting beat out by the Chinese models, which are, some of them, they make some noise, but if you're looking at the top players, they don't even really approach that. And so who knows, when spring comes, I guess we'll see exactly what that looks like. But right now, they're not even relevant in the conversation of AI, so who really cares what they do?